I feel like it's okay to text them, okay, I heard your girlfriend died. Damn. All right. It's crazy, I know, but people die every day, B.
There's a prize, motherfucker.
So, the big question this week, sort of an advice-based relationship question, I guess. It's more like how to deal with the aftermath of a relationship that blew up and then some bad shit happened to that person, and how responsible are you?
This is where I'm going to sound like I'm so mean.
Yeah, probably. Also, I probably sound like the ex who, well, let me just read it. My ex won't stop talking to me. For context, my ex and I broke up 3 years ago. I cheated, kind of, on him with my current significant other. He moved on and I moved on after a long apology. And we didn't talk since, as naturally, he blocked me on all social media. Okay. About 3 months ago, his girlfriend died in a hit and run accident. I shouldn't laugh when I say that.
No, I know I did too, though. Why? If you don't laugh, you cry, you know?
I guess we can keep it on. About 3 months ago, his girlfriend died in a hit and run accident. I found out on the news, and because we still had friends in common, I later found out he was hit too, but he made it. After making it out of the hospital 2 weeks after what happened, he started talking to me, messaging me every day. And I did message back to give him my condolences and talk a little. After all, we were together for 2 years and I felt like I owed it to him. My significant other was okay with it, not happy, but okay. We talked about non-romantic topics, life, work, pets, but something felt off, like we weren't meant to be friends. I am happy where I am right now and I don't want to ruin my relationship. I worry about his intentions as he's recently grieving. I also worry that I'm probably being selfish given the circumstances and our past. Should I keep talking to him? Kelly gives a definitive no.
In my opinion, it's more like, it seems like you're putting yourself in a questionable predicament. So why are you even doing it? You know what I mean?
Stop
it's
right away.
I feel like it's okay to text them, okay, I heard your girlfriend died.
Right.
Damn. All right.
The end.
Heard you got out of the hospital. Glad you're doing better now. Glad you survived.
You need me to help donate to the funeral or something? Like, that's all you need to say. But you texting me after you sing Scream 4? No, what the fuck? Why are you doing?
Stop it.
I don't, because that to me, that already seems like like you're trying to get somebody on the rebound or some type of thing. Because like, to me, it depends on what was your relationship with him when they were together. You know what I mean? Were y'all talking then? If y'all weren't friends then, I think, yeah, it's kind of weird. It's
when they were together, obviously they were talking. I mean, they broke, she kind of cheated, got her new boyfriend.
I'm saying when his girlfriend died. Like,
no, she said that they were blocked.
With the girl.
Yeah, she said that he straight up was like blocked her on all social media. Didn't want anything to do with her.
Yeah, they had not talked.
Then, yeah, we need to just keep that as strangers. If I'm the boyfriend, I'm like, why are you? Yeah, you need to. Yeah, I understand the situation is fucked up. It's crazy. I know. But people die every day, B.
Yeah, so true. It's so true. Honestly, I am so terrible with grief too. Like I'm so bad at like uncomfortable situations. So for me, I would probably have not even said anything at all, which is like really shitty of me, I guess. But I feel like you just do your condolences, you know, be like that, you know, that's rough, buddy. Like life is hard sometimes. Like
maybe go to the funeral.
I would not go to the funeral. You haven't spoken to this man in 2 years.
Like funerals.
It sounds like quite some time has passed already. Like this funeral's done already, and
yeah, they've been still talking. She said, my ex won't stop talking to me. So it sounds like he is lonely and sad and doesn't know what to do. And instead of being healthy in any way and seeing a grief counselor or relying on his family or like just being sad for a while. Like, I get it. That really sucks. He's just trying to find a distraction, a different outlook. And he's talking to this girl and she's allowing it, which is no bueno. You got to say, sucks to suck, kid. But like, stop texting me.
Sucks to
like,
suck,
don't ghost him because that would just be really mean. But yeah, like it's not her fault.
I feel like her boyfriend is having a more different reaction than she's letting on. Because I feel like that's why she's going to Reddit. Because I feel like he's saying something, but she's thinking like, this is not bad. But then she's trying to get a confirmation on what
I think she sounds pretty annoyed with having to deal with this kid.
Yes,
she sounds like she's worried about upsetting her current boyfriend.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, he's okay with it. He's not happy, but I don't know how to tell this kid to fuck off or like what to do to tell him to stop.
Right. Right, just gotta block his ass.
I mean, it's. I think
that's a little rude, but like you
totally rude.
I feel like you hit him with the message. I've done all I can. I hope you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Make it to tomorrow.
This girl's obviously already gone above and beyond what most ex-girlfriends would be expected to do. Like most girls would have been like, "Yeah, sorry," and stopped. But this kid keeps coming back to some level of support to her, or for some level of support.
I wonder what he said to her. Like, remember when I get you that apple in math class in high school?
I feel like it's stuff like, do you like spaghetti?
She said they're keeping it mostly friendly. So like, I think the girl kind of feels guilty because like, he could just be paving the way to like put himself back in a romantic position with her, which is probably what he's doing. Let's be real. Or like there could be the outside shot of him just having legitimately no other kind of support system after his girlfriend just died in a car accident that almost took his life too.
But I mean, if he has no support system, that's also not her fault. They haven't spoken in years. They haven't been together in years. Like, it's not her responsibility to take care of him.
But she must feel bad. Like, she's probably not a complete piece of shit person and feels not responsible, but bad. And where do you draw the line with that? See, you say cut and run, like just ghost him 100%, give him the silent treatment.
I wouldn't say ghost him because his other girlfriend already ghosted him. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't ghost him. But
oh, that's fucked up. That's pretty fucked up. That's wow.
But I would say, like, we're not together. I'm sorry, we're not friends. I really just can't like keep chatting with you like this. I have a life. Like,
yo, I'm so laughing about the previous girlfriend ghosting because she died. She
died. God,
yeah, don't ghost him. God. The ultimate ghost. You know what, though? When he gets over it, he could tell people, like, oh, yeah, my girlfriend ghosted me. And they'd be like, oh, man, like, that sucks. And he can be like, no, she's dead.
My girlfriend ghosted me. And they'd be like, what do you mean? She just stopped talking to you? Like, no, she died. And then he busts out a locket with like her picture and her fucking prayer card.
Her ashes.
And a newspaper clipping. And he's like, yeah, we died. She died in a car accident. I almost died too, but life decided it wasn't done with me yet.
Ghosted.
And he ends it with like, I think about her every day. It always like some type of.
Yeah, you gotta say something sappy at the end. She's always with me in my heart. Like, oh, man.
Oh, my God.
But honestly, I just feel like
to say ghosted because it's other.
All you have to do is Facebook, message them, send them I heard what happened. How you doing? How are things?
Mm-hmm.
You always give them is there anything I can do? Really,
don't say that.
Just a
no. Do not leave it
this is just a
like
polite.
That. No way.
This is a polite thing. You are never supposed to really ever take a person up on this, but everyone is just supposed to throw it out there.
This kid will take her up on it. That's the thing.
I think you shouldn't just have everyone say if you ever need anything and have it be like, no one really means it. I think you should only actually tell people, if you need something, please let me know if you ever need anything. And I think you should mean it when you say it. So I think you should only say it when you mean it, because sometimes people really do need something and they feel like they can't take you up on it because it's like not polite. Don't say.
Like if their car's busted and they might need a ride.
Yes, Kyle.
I got you.
But I feel like the people who can ask you for anything will ask you for anything. But I feel like people who don't know you that ask you for something, it's like,
yeah, they will
bitch,
ask
I
you.
ain't talked to you in 10 years. Are you really asking me for $50?
Can you let me borrow $50? I was going to say.
I haven't seen you since high school. You can kick rocks. That's what.
My level of thinking is this: if this girl's feeling guilty enough to go try to not only continue to talk to the dude, but like solicit Reddit for like nice ways to let him down in his.
I wonder if he has a Reddit thread going around like, How do I get my ex-girlfriend after my girl just died?
R/advice. Dear Reddit, me and my girlfriend were just in a hit and run accident. My girlfriend didn't make it. I did. How do I win my old girlfriend back?
She says she's still happy with her boyfriend. Yeah.
Do I just keep popping into her inbox and asking how her day is, and what kind of movie she's seen recently, and what sort of dinner she's gonna eat tonight?
Should I really play on the sympathy card? Should I wear my cast a little bit longer?
So my thinking is this girl probably feels guilty, right? So don't do the 100% ghost, cut and run, stop blocking all that shit. You might have to employ that if the kid can't take a hint, right? But just be like, hey man, like, it's been really nice catching up with you. I'm glad you're doing better. I make the assumption he's doing better now that some time has passed.
Wishing you the best.
A little bit. He's not as injured as he was. Like, really nice catching up with you, but like, it's a little weird talking with you. My boyfriend's not exactly comfortable with it. Like, don't completely blame the boyfriend, but like, on and off a little bit on him. And just be like, you know, out of respect to my boyfriend, I don't want to make him feel uncomfortable. Like, I'm not going to really, nice talking with you. Bye. Just give him a bye.
Boundaries. Just set your boundaries. Tell him what them is. As soon as he crossed them, and be like, it's over. Be like, a dude like I'm cool with talking to you, but once it gets to this point and this point, I'm done with it.
A dude like this will think that a girl is setting up boundaries so that way he can like push those boundaries.
Like a test, yeah.
Yeah. Like, she's like, I don't need to talk to you every day. So all of a sudden he's talking to her every other day. Shit like that.
I feel it.
Yeah.
I feel what you're saying.
Just give him the firm, like, hey, it's been nice, but like, I'm glad you're doing better. Like, I've been here with you through a tough time in your life. And just like out of respect to like my current relationship, I'm not really I don't want to talk to you really anymore, but bye. Have a good life. Whatever. Good luck. We ain't gonna fuck anymore. Stop being in my DMs, please.
You guys want to hear a funny story real quick?
Hell yeah.
Okay. So I have a friend named Chelsea. I don't mind name dropping her because she'll probably never listen to this. So my friend Chelsea, her dad died a long time ago when she was a kid. And I knew this, but I'd never really asked about it. So for some reason, I was texting her and I just like was curious. And I was like, oh, like, if you don't mind telling me like what happened to your dad. And then she tells me. It was like traumatic and horrible, right? And I was like, shit. But then I immediately realized that I fucked up because like, I don't want to talk about her dead dad. You know what I mean? So I was like, sorry. So I literally said to her, I was like, that's rough. I know I opened up the subject, but can we move on? I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Oh. He was like, so you thought it was going to be like, oh, he died of a heart attack, but it was like, oh, he got murdered.
She like found his body.
It really destroyed our family.
Oh.
He was like, well, damn, I didn't think you were going to milk it this much.
Well, I thought I was like, oh man, I hope she doesn't think that was rude. But she was dying laughing. She was like, yes, that's fine. It happened so long ago. I don't care. I was surprised you asked. And I was like, okay, cool.
That's probably the random thing. She was like some random day, like, oh, so what happened to your dad?
What happened to your dad, by the way? I was like, yeah, damn. Can we change the subject? I regret bringing it up.
She was like, I guess when we...
I accidentally said your mother once to my history teacher in high school. And it turned out his mother got brutally murdered a few years before, and I had no idea.
Nice.
Did he say that, or did he just take it?
Well, this is the thing. That year, I had recently gotten transferred into an honors class, like within a few weeks. And I was a fucking underachieving drunk asshole who slept through class, So I fell asleep, and he was like, Kyle, and like woke me up. So like I woke up and was like, your mother, or whatever I said to I said your mother. And the whole class was just like, and I was like, what the fuck? I yell that shit at everybody. Like, what's the deal? And that year he had only told his honors class about what had happened to his mother a few years previously. And I had just gotten transferred into the class. I wasn't there for that talk. So I yelled your mother at him to a room full of kids who knew about his mother's brutal murder a few years previous. And he spent the rest of the class recollecting the story just for me specifically. After he like got the class off my back and was like, no, it's not his fault. He doesn't know anything about it.
So special. It's like a nice memory.
Yo, I am still very close to that teacher till this day. Like 17 years later. Like I taught his kid guitar lessons and been to his house several times, comes out to see me play when I'm playing. Yeah. I feel good about my relationship with him now, but that's how my relationship with him started.
Nice. I feel like that wrapped this up very nicely, right? We ended it on a high there.
Yeah. Tell your boyfriend or tell your ex-boyfriend to, I've done my part. Bye.
Fuck off.
Fuck off. Bye. Whichever you want to say.
Yeah, you can, like, as a last resort, just not respond. I mean.
And if it gets bad, restraining orders.
Yeah, totally.
That escalated very quickly. Who's an asshole?
I think it's this person. So, am I the asshole? I love these. I always think everyone's an asshole. So, am I the asshole? Hint, this person is. Am I the asshole if I ask my brother not to bring his husband to my wedding? Already, yes, you are. Do we even need to tell you the story?
This is a little stickier than I think you're making it out to be.
No, it's not.
All right, go ahead.
No, it's not. So the title may make me sound bad, but please let me explain. Oh my God, I already hate her. I'm getting married in June. My fiance is an amazing man who I love very much. Can you tell that oh God, I just hate love. It's so gross.
Amazing man.
Amazing man.
I think you pitting the valley into the character.
His parents, on the other hand, are religious nuts. This is her word, religious nuts. They are extremely religious and traditional. His mother is currently making my life hell, demanding a traditional wedding. My brother is gay, and he is married with my 3-year-old niece, and with a 3-year-old niece. You see where I'm going? Not really. I am not homophobic. I love my brother, his husband, and my niece very much. The fact is my husband's parents, along with being very religious, are extremely homophobic, and I know if my brother is there with his husband, they will say or do something that will cause a scene. So, would I be the asshole if I asked him to come without his husband? My fiancé does not share his parents' views. He, in fact, thinks I am an asshole for even thinking this. Okay, I agree with the fiancé. Again, I am not homophobic. I feel like if you have to say I'm not homophobic, you're kind of coming off as homophobic, but whatever. I love my brother very much. I want to have a perfect wedding. So, is that so wrong? And then she has a little edit that says, disinviting my in-laws is not an option. I wish it was. They paid for the whole wedding.
So no,
you didn't have to accept that money and have them pay for it. It's not like you didn't know that they were going to have a problem when they started paying for all your shit. You know what I mean? You could have just had a smaller wedding and invited your family.
True.
No?
This is a hard.
I don't think this is hard at all.
And the only reason why it's hard, because I feel like I understand from the perspective of where she's coming from. Because it's like I invite him, but it's like I'm bringing him into an uncomfortable situation. Because it's not like she can tell them not to be like that, because that is his side of the family. Yes, she
can, though. She can say, don't cause a scene.
Yes, but I mean, you can't control what people do once they get drunk and all that. I mean, what happens if they say something and he gets offended, and then it starts a fight and some shit happens that never needed to happen when you could have just separated the parties? I can understand from that aspect if she's going from that aspect. It's hard because I mean, it's hard. You can't really just kick out the people that paid for the wedding,
but you didn't have to let them pay for
they
it.
don't want to see their son get married. Because I mean, the son grew up with this, but he seems more open.
Yeah, he knows his parents are being shitty.
He seems more open to it, but this is really, to me, it's hard to make an opinion, for me to make an opinion on this, because I don't feel like anyone should be kicked out per se.
This is what I say.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like you need to go because I don't know what.
And I'm very opinionated, so I have some things to say.
The way in which this woman has phrased this post, she never expressly states that her in-laws have been like, your brother better not bring his husband. It sounds like she's just trying to mitigate potential damage control if her new in-laws see her brother, kissing her brother-in-law. It sounds like she's over preparing for the worst. She's got such a strong emphasis on I want the perfect
she's
day.
More embarrassed of it.
I don't want to give my in-laws one potential reason to blow up or lose their mind, being the religious, homophobic, religious zealots they are,
But to me, I feel like she would have to have some type of reason to believe they would, though.
Yeah, she probably knows them well enough to think that like if they saw something like that, they might say something or get mad or be like, I paid for this wedding. I'm not going to have this kind of hedonism or whatever going on under the same roof as the holy matrimony as overseen by the Lord Jesus Christ, our Lord, God, and Savior, to my holy son, to his daughter with the gay brother.
Wow, that was like so well said, Kyle.
I hope I cut in some church organs under that because I felt the Lord running through me in a powerful
in
way,
a non-gay
not
way.
a gay way.
You feel like she's the asshole?
No,
Me,
I totally feel like
I
think she's the asshole. But I think if I were her, I would want to invite them. Obviously, I would invite the husband, the brother and the husband, but I would also temper their expectations and be like, hey, you guys know that my in-laws are super homophobic. Like, I obviously want you guys to be there as a family to enjoy the day with me and my day. So, you know, you're more than invited, but like, just be on the lookout for these people because they will maybe cause a scene that I don't want to have happen. And that's like, depending on the relationship that she has with her brother. I hope she's got a relationship good enough with her brother to have that kind of discussion openly. She shouldn't have to do that. But given the circumstances, I feel like that's the best you could do. Invite them, but like prep them for the worst. You know, I hate that that's what they have to do, but I feel like that's kind of the best of both worlds scenario.
If I had to interject real quick, Kyle, I feel like what you like your ending. I feel like she didn't say that she wouldn't do that though. Like, I don't feel like she said like she wouldn't invite her brother, but it's more like, should she not invite him?
Yeah, she doesn't want to invite the husband. The brothers are invited regardless, but she's trying to think of a way, like if she should tell her brother to not bring his husband.
Invite the husband?
Yeah, I would say, fuck it, your husband's invited, but like understand, you know, my in-laws might be weird and homophobic, and I'm sorry for that, but they're also paying for this entire wedding, and I want you to be there, so make the decision as you see fit from there.
I think that what she should do, based on the information...
That's smart, Kyle. Throw it on them.
Yes. I mean, yeah, okay. But I think that the brother and the husband have done absolutely nothing. And I think that the problem is the parents. So what I would do if I were her and I were not a homophobic, spineless piece of shit, okay, is I would have, and if she has her husband's back, like her husband says that he doesn't want the brother to not be invited or the brother's husband to not be invited. So I think since she's already had these people pay for everything, she needs to have a serious conversation with them and say, you know, my brother is gay and married. They are a huge part of my life, and they will be at my wedding. I want to have a drama-free day, and as your future daughter-in-law, I expect you to respect that and to respect my family and keep your opinions to yourself. You don't have to enjoy my brother's lifestyle, but you have to be respectful of my family at my wedding. You chose to pay for everything, which was very generous of you, but you knew that my family was like this, and I want my family to be there. So if you cannot have one drama-free day, like, I feel like she should be able to say, like, if you make inappropriate comments, you'll have to leave. You know what I mean?
Like, bitch, it's 2022. Keep it to yourself.
What if they basically say we want our money back, or if you're going to act like
say that. She's
then you're
already
not
paid
going to
it and
marry our
gifted it.
son?
Oh, please. Like, she can decide. What are they going to do?
You think the son's going to let their parents...
Some people's like situation, it be that deep. They parents don't like you.
Do you really want to
like,
marry someone whose parents are controlling their life? Like, if you are marrying someone
my mom don't like you, I don't know.
Well, see, that's the thing, though. That's on, you know what I mean? Like, okay, that's for you. That's fine. But, like, I don't give a shit. Like, if my parents don't like someone, then probably there's something actually wrong with that person because my parents get along with everyone. But I just feel like they knew that her brother was gay. You know what I mean? Like, why are they making a big deal about it on the wedding?
Well, why would they know her brother was gay, though? I feel like that would really come into question.
You would never talk about your family? You would never be like, oh, that's my brother and
I assume it would
they have
come
a niece.
Up.
Yeah, she has a niece with that is their kid. So how would that never come up? You know what I mean? I just feel like that's the only way to handle this without being like, I mean, I honestly think she should be like, if you guys are going to be dicks, don't come. Thanks for the wedding.
We basically took the same approach to the situation, Kelly, but talked to opposite parties. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which means I'm much
I'm
more
confrontational.
I'm gutless, I guess. Like, you're ready to fight a bitch. You're ready to fight my future mother-in-law.
I absolutely would. That's the best way to start.
I'm ready to be like, please just don't mind my homophobic in-laws. Like, I'm so sorry you're being shit on and your lifestyle is being criticized by like a 70-year-old boomer with money. I'm so sorry that's how you're going to have to experience my wedding. That's my plea.
I think it also really just kind of depends on the brother's personality too. Like, is he a person that's like easily offended? Because I feel like, or is the boyfriend someone that's easily offended? Like,
hey, husband.
I don't think it's being easily offended to just be living your life and have someone just absolutely resent you, like just because you love someone. That's not being offended.
It's about your tolerance for being disrespected openly by people who just disagree with your lifestyle choices because they're old and religious.
Like, I understand that, right? I understand that. But I also understand, like, okay, you being in the comfort of your house, right? And then, like, me coming there and then making you feel like you can't be you in your house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but neither one of them are at their house. They're at a neutral party, which is a wedding. You know what I mean? Like, they're not in their own home. They're both in a neutral place to see family member get together. Like, I don't think, I mean, nothing in this post lets me know what kind of personality either one of the brother or the husband has. But from my experience with people in the gay community, they have kind of a bit of a tough skin because they deal with homophobia on a regular basis. I don't think that she's worried that they're going to just be a little bit like off-putting and it's going to offend the brother. I think she's worried that the parents are going to cause a scene and be incredibly rude. Just from this post, it makes me seem like she thinks that they're the type of people who will be really offensive and rude. And I don't think that two people who have not done anything wrong and just want to celebrate a big day should have to go through that. You know what I mean? Like, I would like them both to just kindly
like, I just want to say, I feel what y'all are saying and I understand. And everyone deserves to feel comfortable and have rights and be able to go to a wedding. I understand that. I believe that.
I'm coming from a place where I'm full of like pent up, like I'm like mad about the world and I'm like pent up and full of energy, like, so like I kind of like want to fight homophobic people. You know what I mean? Like,
you want to fight old ladies at a wedding?
Yeah, I do.
I get it. So do I. Especially this old bitch. She sounds awful.
I want to like push her into the chocolate fountain.
It's like, long as it's cool. Like, if the homophobia is too much, like it's just out of nowhere, then that's where I'm like, okay, y'all are being too much. Like, they're just here enjoying the wedding. You know what I mean? To me, it's like, it depends on whose side is giving off the animosity.
It sounds like it'd be the religious old people giving off the animosity.
I mean, if it's
them,
post.
Like, if they come in and they're just like, fuck them gay people, then I'll be like, okay, y'all need to go. Y'all on a whole nother type of...
I'd hire my own private bouncers for my wedding, like my own security team to be like, I mean, yo, those in-laws, they're paying for you. Bounce them out.
I'll make the bouncers gay, so it'll
be funny. That would be funny.
Like, yeah, you motherfuckers gotta go.
Make them make out as they kick the old people out, just to make them super uncomfortable.
Just have them randomly twerk out the door. He'd be like, yeah, does this make you uncomfortable?
So I think we're pretty much in the agreement on all three of us.
She's the asshole.
This person is the asshole.
Yes, asshole.
You are the asshole.
Look at that. We're getting better.
Yeah, we'll practice. So let's wrap it up with some advice for the kids from Uncle Raysean. Uncle Raysean, what advice do the kids need?
Advice for the kids. I need help coming up with gang names for my gang members. So I'm writing a story and I'm looking for creative gang names, like like Spooky, Little Spooky, and Little Ricky on my block.
This killed me because they used Spooky twice. Like, this guy really needs a lot of help.
Spooky, Little Spooky, Little Ricky on my block. Little Ricky in parentheses on my block.
So funny.
Here's a suggestion that someone gave on the thread. I think is kind of funny. One Finger Lily.
I mean, I think that sounds pretty gay.
I think it sounds kind of like ominous. Like, what do you mean you only got one finger? What happened to your other 9 fingers?
So they're talking about like gang member names. If I had to think like,
yeah,
Skull.
Like for a story.
I feel like you got to give him a name that shows like what he's gonna do if you see this motherfucker.
Like Ripper or
Axe.
He's gonna axe your ass.
I came up with one that kind of seems funny.
When Axe come, Axe be crazy type shit.
Which one did you come up with, Kelly?
Well, I just think that the name Rubik's Cube would be funny for, like, you know what I mean? Like,
he's just standing there on the corner with his gang members. He's got like a jean vest on. He's just constantly doing a Rubik's Cube.
Click, 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 click. Yeah, I just think it would be really funny.
Hey, Rupert, I need a 20
that's
bag.
Rubik's. Yeah, that's Rubik's.
You're gonna head down that way. You're gonna talk to Rubik's. You're gonna say his cube.
What do you think Rubik would be? Do you think he'll be a top gang member, or is he just a pusher?
He's like middle management.
Yeah. Low management.
Middle management. Like he's got people out there, referring him business, but also he gets a big deal on the line. He knows to kick it up the chain.
What about Grim Reaper? Grim Reaper I feel like that's the one you give to the person that killed the members.
I mean, that's like, I feel like a lot of people are trying to be the Grim Reaper. I don't know.
But
it's a hard name to live up to.
if you give somebody that name, there's expectations with it. Like, what'd you do to get that name? Did you kill a bunch of people? You have guns? You have a son?
Yeah, I mean,
you have a rope?
That's why I feel like your name has to show what you are about. If I give you Grim Reaper and I tell you to kill somebody and you don't kill them, we need to change your name to Pussy or something else, or not. When we take Pussy back.
Pussies are real strong and tough. Okay,
they're resilient. They give birth.
Okay, they are. They
call you nutsack or something.
There you go. There was like a link in that one, and I clicked on it. Don't click on random links in Reddit. That's how you get like hacked. But I clicked on the random link, and it's a gang name generator, but this isn't for like individual people. This is for like if you were making a gang and you wanted to like name your whole crew. But there are some interesting ones. And
does it just give you like a random thing, or do you have any other kind of input outside of pressing a random button? No, you don't have any.
You just press a button, and I'm gonna list a couple because they're very funny. Okay.
All right. So this is gonna be my gang. Is the Electric what?
Electric Ghost Squad.
Hell yeah. If I was Ghost, I would want to be able to electrocute people. But like, I'd be able to pass through people with my my ghostly body figure and be like, okay. Just kidding, you're electrocuted, now you're dead.
Electric Ghost.
I'm a death ghost. Electric Ghost Gang, what up?
The next one's a little clunky, I think, personally. I mean, it's just long. Jade Sharktooth Gang.
No, that's actually pretty good. If I was in the Jade Sharktooth Gang, I would have Jade Sharktooth knives, and I'd commit murder with my Jade Sharktooth knives because I just feel like it'd be pretty efficient. Like you hit someone in the jug, but like people would be like,
or you can stab them in the lung.
Yeah,
the lung. How long are these things? I thought Sharktooths were kind of small.
No, Sharktooth can be real big.
All right, where we can get a motherfucker's lung. All right, so we're gonna stab him in the lung.
Yep.
And then they'll be like, this is such an unusual puncture wound. We have no line of sight as to what the weapon could have possibly been. And I've been like, you got Sharktooth. And that'd be it.
Sharktooth.
You know what? I just thought of a funny gang name that's like always in every gang. Ray. I don't know why.
That's true.
But there's always a Ray.
Should we call you Ray now? Are you in our gang?
Please don't call me that. I've had a trauma from that. I don't think I've ever told you that.
Oh, thanks.
That's a funny story about
I've always
that.
called you Raysean, never Ray, never Ray, never any of that.
I hate being called Ray because when I was young, I was watching a TV show on BET.
Why can't we disable television for all of our white listeners?
I feel like saying this now is kind of bad with the political air, but there was a transvestite on the TV and their name was Ray. And I just was like, I will never be called Ray again.
Oh, because you were worried that people would mistake you for a transvestite if you had the same name. It's not a very rational line of thought.
Maybe that's just I just never wanted to be called Ray after I
stop being transphobic. And the
crazy thing was, I thought the movie was good until that scene when they were like, "Well, come into the stage, Ray," and I was just like,
I understand all of what happened to you now.
Everyone in the room just looked at me like, and I was like, I will never be called Ray again.
Nah, dude. Ray was like, I like this movie. I don't know why I like it so much. This girl is pretty good, man. I like her energy. I don't know. I think she's pretty.
Why do I feel this way?
Well, yeah. What is this feeling that I'm feeling inside of my pants and my cockles region? And then you go to the scene where it turns out she got a dick, and you're like, no, what's wrong with me? I'll never be known or love a person named Ray Ray again, even if that person is me, myself, Ray Ray. So you've never gone by the moniker Ray Ray ever since. I get it.
And there's 3 other Rayseans in my family.
I'm into
That's
it.
funny.
Kelly's into it personally. Although, it doesn't matter. Let's not go further into it than we need to go. How'd we get here again?
Fine.
What the fuck are we talking about? Gang names?
Yeah, and I wanted to tell you guys my favorite one, but then we kind of took a little bit of a turn. So I just want to say that amongst things like Onyx Takers and Jackal Riders and Red Demon Association, there's also one that's the Owl Association.
Yeah, owls are scary, man. They'll fucking eat your eyes out.
That sounds literally, it sounds like a bunch of bird watchers. Could you imagine? I can just picture a little old man being with his application, being I'd like to join the Owl Association. I've brought my own binoculars. And they're bro, I think you got the wrong idea.
I'd like to picture the Owl Association as a bunch of owl trainers within the Harry Potter universe. So when Harry gets a head wig, it's because, and he's able to deliver notes to and from school to his family and friends.
That's the Owl Association.
It's because he's been trained by the Owl Association, a bunch of old crotchety men with the weird voice you just made, except
that was a good
all
one.
of them have the same exact voice. All right, there's 29 of them who train 6 hours a piece each year. Who knows? They all have that same voice. What's 29 times 6? Quick. Exactly. Nobody knows. I think it's 174. Gotta see.
Sorry. What?
I was trying to think of who I think would be in this gang, and for some reason I'm thinking stock workers, people who work.
It is 174.
CEO, in those stock buildings. For some reason, I feel there would be those suits in that type
Owl
of owl
Association.
I feel like everybody would be making over 80,000 a year.
Yeah, you gotta be well really
compensated. Because birds are mean, dude. Like I said, owls will eat your eyes out. But we need our own individual gang member names, though. So I know that Raysean is definitely not Ray Ray. I've learned that. I feel like if you're gonna have a gang name, it needs to either insinuate what it is that you do, like we said at the top, axe or whatever, or blowtorch or spray bottle, spray can, spray paint.
Lysol.
It's getting worse the longer I go, or it needs to be some kind of play off of your current name. So my name's Kyle. I'd probably go with a K. Nickname me K-Rock, say leave me alone. So I would go with K-Rock for my gangster name.
What about Big K? I think Big K would be you.
Hey, you know what? When I went to what's the proper terminology for it? It's not rehab, it's detox or whatever. When I was a kid, my roommate gave me the gangster name, rapper name, I should say, of Killer Kyleon. And there has since been a rapper who's come out as Killer Kyleon. And it makes me sad.
Oh, you should have been like, you stole my rap name.
We spell it a little differently, but my version of Killer Kyleon was not an easy version to spell, so couldn't even tell you how it goes. But maybe that's
you make a song, Kyle?
No,
a rap song?
No, he was just very into drawing out logos of G Unit and what the fuck, give me the tick, give me of what the fuck was Dipset. That's it. He was really into drawing logos of people in G Unit and Dipset, all the individual rappers, and he'd give people rap names. And he gave me one, Killer Kyleon. He was in there for beating up his grandma. I hope he's doing all right and not beating up his grandma anymore. But
it's been a long time. His grandma might be dead.
Maybe she learned after the first time.
Yeah, you better learn.
She learned to fucking smack him in the mouth. Yeah, that was 15 years ago. So yeah, either Killer Kyleon or K-Rock.
That's cool.
Kelly, what do you think?
I really feel like I cannot give myself a rap name, or a gang name at all. I am literally the most boring white girl you have ever met. I like to do puzzles, and I like to read books, and I like to paint, and I don't like talking to people. So
I got it.
The
Ready?
rat.
The rat? Why?
I don't know. It just kind of came to me.
So I don't know. I kind of actually took both approaches. To play off your name, K.
Mm-hmm.
You like books, all right? So K Bookington.
Okay.
Boom.
Love it.
And they just call you books. They just call you books for short.
Actually, I think that's cute. Okay.
You're welcome. That's your gang name.
I'm into it. I give people paper cuts to death.
Hell yeah, you paper cut a motherfucker's throat if he steps to you wrong.
And I would know how to do it because I know the basic skills of everything.
It's true.
The basics of every skill.
Your gang stock has gone through the roof.
Cheers. Raysean, okay, I'm into it.
How are we gonna help this kid? What's your gang name gonna be?
I'm telling you, I still don't think there's any better gang name than Jerome. I still think Jerome.
I think you should just do it.
I think Jerome is just a name that I just would not fuck with. Jerome sounds like he's top flight. He owns the game. You don't want to meet Jerome. That's just how I feel. You can call him Lil J, but I feel like as soon as you hear Jerome coming, motherfuckers like, we need to go.
Oh shit, Jerome's coming?
Jerome. I feel like, I don't know why, but I just have this image of like, you're having like a nightmare and it's because somebody's like whispering into your ear and they're just like, Jerome. And you're like, no. Why is that the scariest name? Oh, man.
I don't know what it is, bro. Because everybody have this mindset of what a Jerome could be. It's just this big, huge figure.
Yeah, your mind fills in the rest of the details when you hear the name. You're like, Jerome, that sounds like a big bad dude. Oh no, I should get the hell out of here. And you show up, you're like a normal sized dude, but like still you wear the mantle
a regular
of Jerome.
Guy. Yeah.
They be like, Jerome coming, he don't look happy. He don't look happy. Oh, we definitely gotta go. He gonna kill somebody.
So K-Books, Jerome, and Killer Kyleon.
Nice.
That's a pretty solid gang. You think that kid will feature us in his fanfic?
I mean, I'll probably read it on AO3. If I come across it, I'll let you know.
Kelly consumes a large amount of fan fiction.
Yes, sir.
And I don't know, like I'm just happy you're reading, but also you read some weird shit, dude. We talked a lot about it the other day.
It was such a good story. I'm still thinking about it.
Yeah. What was it? Tom Holland and something fan fiction?
Listen, I didn't say that on public feed. This was private knowledge.
Yeah, I'll cut it. We don't know who the second person in that relationship was.
Danny Phantom. Spider-Man and Danny Phantom. It was such a good story. I loved it.
That is hilarious.
It was beautiful.
Oh my God, no, I gotta cut that.
I read so much fan fiction, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
Why do you think I'm so accepting of everything?
I read one fan fiction and it just was really wild. So I was probably like, oh.
You got to be on AO3 because AO3 is top tier, archive of our own. And you got to be careful of the tags because the thing about AO3 is that if there's stuff you don't want to read, you can avoid it super easily because people put a lot of tags in there. But that also means if you're looking some freaky particular shit, you can find it. It's there.
The tag system is your friend. That's the last piece of advice for the episode this week is
Dead
AO3
dub, don't read.
Tag system. Dead dub, don't read. Okay. Cool, man. I don't want to know. If you know, you know. I don't want to know. I'm glad I don't. Any parting advice from you, Raysean?
My best advice throughout all these stories, anything is be yourself. Don't be afraid to be yourself. And fuck anyone that has an opinion that you don't like. You know, just be happy to be alive.
Rounding it out is so nice. It was so wholesome. This was such a wholesome episode.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. I think my parting advice is listen to these people because they're a lot less jaded than I am. And my advice is practical in the pessimist kind of way. What's that called?
Yeah.
Pragmatism?
Yeah, maybe. I guess my parting advice is don't really listen to me too much because I never leave my house.
Same.
Nice.
And that's the advice
you have to listen to us.
Cheers.
No, you don't need to listen to our advice from up on our high horse, giving you fucking talking down to. Like, you don't have to, but you might want to think about it.
Take some suggestions.
And that's advice that you didn't ask for.
I know you didn't ask.
But we still gave it.
If you ask me, ooh, baby, that's it. If you ask us, ... an advice podcast.
Is that it?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm still kicking around names. I don't know what this thing's called.
I feel like you didn't ask is a good one. But these people kind of did ask.
Yeah, exactly. They did ask. If they ask us specifically, this is the advice we give.
Well, you could be like, you asked, here's our answer.
They didn't ask us, though. They asked the world.
Well, that's why I'm saying, here's our answer. You know, you asked.
Here's our answer. I also still like unwanted advice, but like, again, it's not necessarily unwanted because they want it from Reddit, but it's unwanted from us.
From us. Yeah. Who the fuck are we?
Yeah. Also, unwanted is often confused with unsolicited.
You say Three Stooges advice?
No way. Three Stooges is totally trademarked, bro. We'll get sued. Well, super dope listener. Hope you enjoyed it. And super dope banana advice podcast. Doing it for the first time. Don't laugh at me, Kelly. Don't laugh at me.
I will laugh at you.